Guys, we have explosions. Guys, this is big. It's something is happening.
Whoa.
Hello,
Who
Durun and
could have done
Shalom.
it? Who could
Oh
have
my
done it?
guys, we're not only we're hearing explosions in Bandar Abbas, um, we're getting also oh my god, Ali, bring us up to date.
All right. Let's bring up this map. I'm going to show you guys exactly what's happening and where it's happening.
Wait. Before you show it,
Oh,
let's actually tell people where the source is.
okay.
We're getting information from Vahid Online and also IRGC's Tasnim News. So we have Khabarguzari Tasnim. Okay, let me actually bring
Here, do you want
this
to look at
before.
this?
Yeah, okay. You want to go ahead? Share that.
Yeah, so Shin is reporting that according to the state-owned Meh News, there are explosions in eastern Bandar Abbas, which is the city on the Strait of Hormuz. Citizens reported anti-air activity, and then the news agency also reported that everything is under control, no need to panic, and there are no statements by officials as of now. However, there's a lot of videos coming out about anti-air defense over the city of Bandar Abbas, and UAVs being spotted in the air, which, there's a lot of noise right now. So we're trying to see what happens in the upcoming couple of hours and give you guys the actual truth. And for those of you wondering where Bandar Abbas is, it is right here where the Strait of Hormuz is. So not only were there explosions in Bandar Abbas, which is right here, there were also explosions along Sirik, which there previously were explosions. This is one of their fast attack boat bases. And there's also reports that 2 fast attack boats were struck and exploded, and 4 IRGC members were boom-boomed. So this all just happened within the last hour. There are reports of anti-air activity across a couple other cities, but we're trying to see if those are truth or not. So a lot of things are kicking off as of right now. I'm excited.
This is big. What is happening? Okay, look, let me share this with you guys. So, guys, these are the updates. So this is from 1 hour ago all the way down to just 20 minutes ago. Okay, so let's look at the updates from 1 hour ago. So خبرگزار مهر وابسته به سازمان تبلیغاتی اسلامی. So let me actually click on them and you could read the English translation. Okay. So Mehr news agency affiliated with the Islamic propaganda organization reported hearing the sound of an explosion in Bandar Abbas. So that was one. And then that was from 1 hour ago. And then shortly after, we got this update. Iranian media simultaneously reported hearing the sound of an explosion in the Persian Gulf near. Oh my God. So it's not just Bandar Abbas. It's also, yes. Okay. So that was what you were sharing. Sirik and, well, let me actually read the Persian. Jusk and Sirik. And then we had 1 hour ago another update. This is Tasnim News, which is affiliate. So the Tasnim news agency affiliated with the IRGC wrote the deputy governor of Hormuzgan province announced that the source of the explosion sound is under investigation. And then 56 minutes ago, we got an update saying the Tasnim news agency affiliated with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps reported hearing 3 explosion sounds in Bandar Abbas. That's when I was hearing. That's what I saw on Vahid Online. I was like, I could read to you the Vahid on Vahid Online updates. And then we had, here, exactly. Iran International is also using Vahid Online as a source, saying the Telegram channel Vahid Online reported hearing air defense sounds near Bandar Abbas airport at 11:45 on Monday. So basically, just that was this news is 40 minutes ago, but yeah, so yeah, exactly 40 minutes ago. Okay, and then we had This is the latest update. No, actually, we have even more update. Okay, so this is, I don't know why it's not allowing me to translate this one, but سایت تابناک نوشت باند پروازی فرودگاه بندر عباس مورد اصابت موشه. Guys, this is this is Topknot news. Let me refresh it so that maybe you could see it in English. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me translate in English, but Topknot is reporting that Bandar Abbas Airport has been hit by missiles.
The runway.
The runway has been hit by missiles. And then finally, 19 minutes ago, Mehr News Agency, the source is saying the source of the explosion sound was east of Bandar Abbas. The situation, it's completely normal. What the fuck? How is that normal?
Okay. So there's two rounds of explosions, one that happened about an hour ago and then one that happened about 10 to 15 minutes ago. Now there are, okay, so I am getting reports of people in Kermanshah, Ardabil, and Isfahan who are reporting sounds of explosions, and these could be either anti-air defense activity or they could be real explosions. So we'll find out soon. This just happened as of 1 minute ago.
What is happening? You think it's the Israelis?
But here's the thing, okay? So this is what people down on the ground are saying about the fast attack boats. So guys, there's two IRGC fast attack boats that were boomed, okay? Several of them are martyred, according to the state media. Who could have hit these boats is the real question. Is it the United States Navy? Or is it the UAE? Is it Saudi? Who is it?
Is the Israel? I don't know what's happening here. Okay.
No, to
Any
have
other
anti-air,
updates? Are there people commenting? Yeah, go on.
to have anti-air defense active is no big surprise because the regime has been on a state of heightened alertness. So it does make sense for them to just start shooting into the air, even if they don't see anything.
So look, I'm seeing over here. So look at, this is what you were reporting. Kinetic strike. So this is this confirmed? Unverified. Okay. So here it says kinetic strike severity high. The two IRGC Navy speedboats targeted by U.S. fighter jets in Persian Gulf. 4 sailors killed. Multiple sources report. So we have that. I'm not. Oh, that is southern Lebanon. I'm trying to see if there's any other. So this is a kinetic strike right here. So guys, we're seeing explosions in Bandar. We're hearing about explosions in Bandar Abbas. We're hearing about boats being targeted by Americans. Anybody commenting on this that you're seeing, Ali?
No. This is all very, very new. Shin has confirmed that there's no explosions in Isfahan, no explosions in Qom. So that just must be just anti-air defense.
Anti-air defense?
Yeah, I think they just got spooked and they start shooting, which we've seen before. Okay, so Iran's official student news network, so ISSN, which is a state-owned media, is reporting something interesting. They're saying that attack by the American Zionist enemy on vessels south of Larak Island. American Zionist fighter jets targeted several Iranian vessels south of Larak Island. Several of our compatriots were martyred in these attacks. Well, let's see if that's true. That's what the regime is reporting, their media. Zionist jets. Wow. Man. But like, okay, so if it were to happen though, if the strikes were to resume, wouldn't it be like I think it would be a lot of shock and awe, right? It wouldn't just be a few explosions here and there. But either
Yeah.
way, I
What
mean,
do
this
people
is not going to help the so-called negotiations.
what do people in the chat think? Do you wanna
Yeah, let's see.
nothing from
All
Suki.
right. What do you guys think? Some people think Israel was given the green light. Go Navy. The element of surprise. Some people are confused. Yeah, nothing
You're
from
still right.
well, yeah, nothing from CENTCOM. Well, I'm not sure if they would post about that right now. Yeah, we should. You know what? We should keep our expectations low, because all we know is that 2 boats were boom boomed, and several explosions happened in Bandar. That's all we know that happened. Oh, well, not just Bandar Abbas, actually, two other towns in Iran as well, but the Jask and Sidik. But those are more like bases for the attack boats.
Wait.
All right, yeah, wait for more info. Yeah. Oh man, how crazy would it be if that was not the United States?
Okay, so here's another look at this. What do I have shared? Okay, so guys, these are the two, other than Bandar Abbas, these are the two. Okay, if you look at this picture here, let me see if you guys see it properly. No, not that one. Let me bring this one here. So you guys see this? This is the Strait of Hormuz. That's Bandar Abbas. Okay, this is, hold on. If you go back, گزارش‌ها صدای سیریک و بندر جاسک. Okay, so we have Sirik over here and the
port of Jask.
Jasak port over here. So we have explosions up here in Bandar Abbas, and let's look at the caption over here. It's saying reports indicate explosions have been heard near Sarak and Jask port, or I think Jasak port. Let's just call it Jask port in Hormozgan province. These reports follow the activation of air defense systems and news of an explosion in Bandar Abbas. So this is actually even more recent than the Bandar Abbas explosions, right? After the Bandar Abbas explosions, we had now 3 cities, right? How many cities are we hearing explosions? Oh, Ali just left. How many?
All right.
How many cities are we hearing explosions in it?
So those are the only 3 confirmed ones: Sirik,
3.
Jask, Bandar Abbas.
Okay.
So Jask is a port. Sirik is a base for their fast attack boats. So they actually have underground bunkers as well along the coast of that, where they store their attack boats. Yeah, and that's like the third time that it's been hit this month. This past month and a half.
So Bandar Abbas up here, Sirik here, and Jask down here, explosions heard, right? So these reports follow the activation of air defense systems and news of an explosion in Bandar Abbas, signaling that the security situation along the southern coast of the terrorist regime of the Islamic Republic remains in a state of extreme sensitivity. As of this moment, no official authority has released precise details regarding the cause of the explosions.
All right. Some people are saying that an Iranian source told me that heavy gunfire heard near Bandar Abbas. Okay, so they're saying the IRGC targeted a vessel at sea, and U.S. fighter jets struck these fast attack boats. And yeah, wow. Shin is saying,
overall, if you want to summarize for people, explosions in 3 cities. One of them being a military city that the speedboats come from. 2 speedboats have been targeted by the Americans, right? Apparently, We're
Yes.
waiting for more confirmation.
And destroyed.
We're not sure. And destroyed. And air defense being heard in some other cities, right?
Yes. Yep. Some Tehran residents are reporting that drones are overhead in western Tehran. We'll see if these are true as well.
Oh my God.
An eruption of news. Yes, so the death of the 4 regime forces is confirmed.
Who's confirming that?
Shin is confirming it, according to
You could
SSN.
You could bring it up on screen if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah. So, Vashi with the super chat. Thank you. Vashi saying, heard about the Israeli drone shot down by IRGC air defense. No, I haven't. Ali, have you seen anything like that? Holy shit, things are happening.
Yeah, over the Persian Gulf. This happened before the strikes, or before these explosions, and then the regime actually bragged about it. They were bragging about it a lot. They were saying like, we have a new weapons system called Amir the Archer anti-air defense, and that shot the drone down. It was an Israeli drone. We shot it down.
So when was that?
It was like it was like this morning.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny name though. But yeah, so according to SNN, which is the Student News Network, yeah, the strikes happened, and they happened today near Larak Island, which is actually the island that the United Arab Emirates struck during the conflict.
Okay, so Sarah with the super chat saying, love you both so much. Not going to get excited just in case it's nothing. And also Sarah saying, I love how every time Armin is like, Ali, have you heard of this? Ali is like, yeah, I have. Yeah, Ali is very up to date. Ali, do you want to give a summary to
Yes.
let me give a summary and then you give more details so people who are just joining in. Very short summary. 3 cities in Iran we're hearing explosions. 3 big explosions in Bandar Abbas. And then the other cities are what were the others? Sirik and Josk.
Sirik. Yeah.
Sirik and Josk. So Sirik, Josk, and Bandar Abbas explosions. 2 speedboats taken down by the Americans. And also air defense also being heard and being activated in other places, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you give us your summary if you want it for people to be brought up to date.
All right. So Bandar Abbas, which is the largest city, the largest port in Iran, and also directly located in the Strait of Hormuz, had 3 initial explosions being reported. Anti-air defense was activated, and there was a period of a lull where nothing happened, where another round of explosions happened roughly 30 minutes afterwards. At the same time, we heard that over here, right on the narrowest point of the Strait of Hormuz, in a town called Sirik, which is used by the regime to store their fast attack boats, both in this port and in underground tunnels, there were more explosions. Now, this has been targeted multiple times before during the conflict. And additionally, the port of Jask here, which had multiple ships disabled off its coast before during the blockade, was also hit for at least the second time during this conflict as well. Wow. These are all the confirmed rumors. I'm getting some more reports in Farsi, these paragraphs. Let me just translate these. But yeah, this is like Sarah's right. Like, let's not get too excited too fast. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah,
this has happened before.
Guys, we're not telling you what this means. Okay, so we're just telling you what we're hearing. Okay, so look at this. 1 hour ago, we had 3 huge blasts in Bandar Abbas, Hormuzgan province. I saw Vahid online also getting so many messages from different people confirming that these 3 huge explosions. Then we also had the anti-air activity over Bandar Abbas right now, like in 1 hour ago. And then this look, Shin is being we got this picture, but Shin was saying source of this image is not known. It has no results in reverse image searches, and it's claimed to be from Bandar Abbas, Hormuzgan province, but can't confirm. And then Shin, also 45 minutes ago, we had no Tabnak News did not report anything about Bandar Abbas airport being hit. But yes, the sound was heard from east of the city, Hormuzgan province in Iran. And then here, then we had 39 minutes ago saying state on Mehr News, saying these 4 points. Okay, these are all here. One, explosions was from eastern Bandar Abbas. Citizens reported anti-air activity in the city. Everything is under control. No need to panic, according to state media. That's what they're saying. Saying no statements by officials as of now. And then 22 minutes ago, Sheen was saying that no, these are the places that we haven't had explosions, because people were spreading rumors that we had explosions here. So Sheen saying no explosions in Babelsad, no explosions in Esfahan, no explosions in Qom. Yes, explosions and anti-air activity in Bandar Abbas. No official statements yet. So I don't know. So did Shin? Yeah, go on.
Refresh him.
Refreshing.
Oh, there it is. Anti-air activity over Isfahan. Reported that as well. And then, by the way, guys, breaking news.
Ooh.
President Donald Trump has just come out with a new statement, a big statement. You want to, I'll read it for you. Can you click on the picture?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So President Donald Trump just posted minutes ago, the enriched uranium, the nuclear dust, will either be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed, or preferably in conjunction and coordination with the Islamic Republic of Iran, destroyed in place, or at another acceptable location, with the Atomic Energy Commission, or its equivalent, being witness to this process and event. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald Trump has had enough. Give us the uranium right now, or destroy it, or let the UN's Atomic Energy Commission come in and do it somewhere else. And at the same time, we're hearing reports of anti-air defense being activated over Tehran with drones in the air.
Oh, Texas is saying somebody read this post in their best Donald Trump impression. Can you do that, Ali?
Man, we need Jeffrey for this. I don't even want to try.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you should try, actually.
Oh, no way. And then, okay, so 13 minutes ago, we had anti-aircraft activity over, what is this? Okay, I can't read this in English. I'm going to go look at it in Persian.
Horzuk Borkhar?
I'm going to go in Persian.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see this Persian version of this.
I'm just thinking.
Horzuk Barkhar. So this is in Esfahan province. Oh, so anti-air in Esfahan. But yeah, go on, sorry.
I'm just thinking that this would be like a huge shock and awe campaign. It wouldn't be starting off like this, no? I guess anything's possible.
I don't know, but here, look at so guys, for people who are just joining in, 18 minutes ago we had regarding the reports on death of 4 regime forces in Larak Island due to strikes. So we have SNN Danishju, which is a regime media, claims it happened on Monday, 4th of Khordad. What date is it based on the Persian calendar right now? Arsalan cites Danishju and reports it as well. Hormuz province. Wait, what date is it in? When would that be? What date would that be Gregorian?
Wait, are you saying what the date was in the Iranian calendar?
Yeah. What is the Persian calendar right now? Persian calendar now is... Oh, Se Khordad. Huh? So how does that work?
Well, isn't it the
Okay,
4th?
so that means now. So that means now then.
Yeah, the 4th of 40.
So I thought he's gonna. I thought they're gonna say that this was from before, but they're confirming that this is from now,
Hmm.
right? So it just
Yeah, this
happened.
is
Okay,
now.
so we got. So we have the confirmation that for. So these people were on speedboats.
Yes.
Okay, so the Americans targeted. Do we know if it was the Americans that killed them on the speedboats? That
That's
just
what the
happened.
regime state media is claiming that. We don't have any confirmation.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's either the US Navy or the United Arab Emirates.
Why not the Israelis? Let me see.
I think the Strait of Hormuz has been largely the theater for the United States Navy.
Right.
The Lorak
Ooh,
Island was struck before by the UAE, which is why I'm thinking it potentially could be them, but there's a high likelihood it's the US Navy.
Look at this. Neil Bunny sent this to me. Yeah, Neil Bunny, thank you. Send if you
Thank
see
you.
anything happening, send it to us. So we have reports indicate extensive movements of U.S. military tankers and aircraft in the Persian Gulf. According to these reports, several Americans refueling tankers are currently repositioning and operating in the region, while an American helicopter has been observed patrolling in the Strait of Hormuz. These movements are taking place amid a sharp escalation in military tensions in the Persian Gulf and southern Iran over the past few hours. Let me see if our intelligence dashboard shows anything. Let me see, update this.
Guys, this could be just another love tap. We'll see.
See, like the intelligence dashboard says the same thing. Ooh, look, there's two kinetic strikes here, right here. So the both of them are referring to U.S. fighter jets. It says it marks this as unverified. You see, it marks it unverified, but the news about it here, if you could say, U.S. fighter jets strike two IRGC Navy speedboats near Lorak Island, killing 4 sailors. Iran claims IRGC Navy targeted U.S. assets. So this has been verified because it says unverified, but if the Islamic Republic is claiming this, I don't know why they would lie about this.
Yeah. No, the boats were destroyed.
Usually
We
they
just don't know
lie
who
the
by
other
who.
way around.
Yeah.
So, guys, we have kinetic strikes. We have actual confirmed strikes. Who's doing the strikes in your opinion, by the way? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. You know, this is actually not the only kinetic action happening across the Middle East. So the regime, for the several time this past couple of weeks, has launched missile and drone attacks to Kurdish groups in Erbil, Iraq. And tonight, Hezbollah has been hit very hard, and the strikes that the IDF are conducting in Lebanon are intensifying, with Bibi Netanyahu giving new orders approximately 4 hours ago. So we see a sharp escalation across the Middle East tonight.
Oh, look at this. Ali, the intelligence dashboard is now has the Bandar Abbas explosion here as well.
Nice.
Hmm.
Can you go over Kharg Island? Nothing? Okay.
Yeah. Guys, who do you think? Let us know in the chat. Who do you think is doing these strikes? Is it Israel? Is it United States? Is it UAE? Okay, we got a super chat from Amir. Let's respond to that.
Okay, let's do it. Not to rise the hopes, just in case I wanted to say it first. Zadan, not to, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Amir. Yeah, I agree. It could be just a love tap. I mean, you know, a shock and awe campaign, it would begin with more shock and awe, rather than just some explosions like this. But you know
Wow.
why? Don't be disappointed, guys. You know why? Because now the regime has to take this blow and still be in the negotiations. So this is going to mess up the negotiations to an extent.
Ooh, I have an
Four
update.
IRGC
Go on.
were martyred. 4 IRGC were martyred. Now they have to go back to the negotiating table. This comes as Ghalibaf and Arakshi just left Qatar today.
Okay, we look at this. We have confirmation from the regime. The state television of the Islamic Republic has confirmed that last night several vessels south of Larak. Well, last night is just a few minutes ago. Because wait, let me see. Iran time now.
Well, because it's 1:30 a.m. right now, so it's technically the morning the next day.
It was like when it says last night, like we're talking 11 p.m. So this is like just not that long ago, right? So the state TV confirmed that last night several vessels south of Larak Island were targeted in an attack by American and Israeli fighter jets. That's what the state media is saying. According to this report, local sources have reported the killing of several people in this attack, but the exact number of casualties, the identities of those killed, and the type of targeted vessels have not yet been officially announced. Larak Island, located near the Strait of Hormuz, has become one of the most sensitive points of tension and conflict in the Persian Gulf in recent weeks, and last night's attack has pushed the level of military tensions in the region into a new phase. Guys, this was, again, not to bring your hopes up, but this might be, we don't know. This might be it though. Let's see. So I'm looking at Khabar Fori as well. Let's see if Khabar Fori has any updates from us. Nope.
Oh man. I have a 6-second clip of anti-air activity that was activated over Bandar Abbas tonight.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And then I also have a clip. Yeah, go for it.
No. Somebody's guessing who's doing this. Thank you for the super chat. Paulinano is saying, it's the famous Air Force of Lynch. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, it's them. Thank you. Okay, show us. What is this?
This is Bandar Abbas anti-air activity. So it's tonight.
Do you have audio? Does it have audio?
It does not have audio. But there is another clip that does have audio, and this was sent by an Iranian to a Telegram channel of tonight. I can play that if you want.
Yeah.
All right, this one does have audio, guys. You guys can see this. Okay, cool. How do I... Yeah, so that is mainly anti-air activity, which is why people report it as explosions, because it sounds like it.
But the explosions, that was where was that? Where was that?
That was also Bandar Abbas.
Okay. But people said that they heard 3 loud explosions that was not air defense, correct? Like
correct,
those earlier ones.
Those happened in the very beginning. I mean, yeah, no one would be able to record that.
Yeah. So guys, everything you're hearing from now on when it comes to boom boom sounds in Bandar Abbas is the air defense. The 3 initial explosions were strikes. Again, we don't know who did strikes on Bandar Abbas. Again, oh, thank you. Let us know what you think. Here, let's go back to our. Let's keep this on to see if we get any updates here. And also, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Philly is saying plot twist: the regime is hitting itself and blaming it on others. Okay, I don't know about that, but yeah, sure. But yeah, hope that would be a plot twist. And Takas again, I'm just going to Takas. Takas is saying tonight's meme should be the Fifth Element best scenes. Anybody else wants to negotiate? Javid Shah, back at you. And thank you for the super chat. Dom Dividend is saying, what's the website with the map? Oh, it's Delta Sweep. Delta Sweep. This is paid subscription. This website with the updates is like I ask you guys if you want me to get the paid subscription for this. It's basically an intelligence dashboard of whatever is happening in the region. So you guys told me in the chat, yeah, it's worth it. Get the subscription so we could see this stuff. So I did. And Sarah with a super chat saying, talk to my cousin in Iran tonight after 4 months. Oh my God, thank you. That's great.
Oh, nice.
I'm so relieved and happy. Even if this is nothing, I'm still happy. Well, I'm so happy that you managed to do that. Great, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Sam is saying زدن منتظرین به تهران برسه.
We'll see. I hope so. Yeah, just some people were just reporting in Tehran that there's drones in the air. Just like, I mean, last week and the week before. So it's not anything too crazy.
So the crazy parts are the explosions in Bandar Abbas and and the two other cities, smaller cities. The two boats being taken, being stricken by the Americans, right?
Yeah. Speaking of that, remember when he posted this? Well, that came true pretty fast.
Wait, hold there. Oh yeah, you're right.
Pretty fast.
Oh yeah, President Trump posted this on Truth Social.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, it's not just Bandar Abbas. It was Sirik and Portajask. These are all related to the Strait of Hormuz. You know what the regime is going to do? They're going to come out and they're going to say, we struck the United States Navy and they had to retreat. That's what they're going to say. We are now attacking the United States.
Do you want to see what they're saying right now?
Yeah.
It's retarded. Look at this. Look at this. This is what the regime people are reporting as, the pro-regime idiots are reporting as news. They're saying Netanyahu is being moved to a hospital in Jerusalem. Like this is fake news. Like what's going on in the Islamic Republic government's app. So they're just dreaming. This is a lot of fake news being shared by IRGC people, by pro-regime people.
That's the classic, oh yeah, Bibi Netanyahu's been dead for weeks, and these are all AI renderings of him. They're going back to that.
So what do you make of this news from 30 minutes ago? The anti-air anti-air defense activity in Isfahan.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised by it because, if they were in a heightened sense of awareness, which they have been for a week now or more, people start getting spooked by whatever they see in the sky. Maybe it's a couple of drones, and then they just start shooting their anti-air, and then everyone starts shooting their anti-air, and everyone freaks out.
Interesting. Okay. Air anti-air. Okay. You think so? You think that in this one they're just shooting in the air without seeing anything, or they saw something that made them shoot into the
I
air?
think most likely they would have seen some drones in the air. It's probably what they saw. Mistook it for planes or something like that.
Ooh.
Hmm.
We got updates. Updates. Guys, there's a lot of activity. Look at this. Reports indicate extensive and heavy activity by American and Emirati refueling aircraft over the Persian Gulf, the Strait of Hormuz, and the Sea of Oman. These aerial movements coincide with escalating military tensions in southern Iran, reports of maritime attacks, activation of air defense system, and the widespread presence of American forces in the region, signaling a high level of operational readiness in the skies over the Persian Gulf.
The regime is also reporting that they shot down several drones from the United States.
Do you want to share that? Really? Where is that?
Yeah, it's by Naya Media. Let me see if I can find a better source. Oh yeah, and you're right. The regime is saying that they took Netanyahu to the hospital for jaw and dental treatment.
Oh my god. That's what they're focusing on right now? Yeah, spicy night.
Have you heard of Soberin news? No, I don't
No.
think that's. Oh man. Wow. So Netanyahu gives the orders to intensify strikes, and then you see this happen, and then Donald Trump posts his statement. Is this the art of the deal?
Look at this. Guys, we got kinetic strikes. Kinetic strikes. Amazing.
Yeah, I think a deal's close. I think we're about to get one. Like, what do you think now? What do you think about this affecting the negotiations?
I have no idea to us.
Like, how is the regime going to spin this to like their own supporters? Like, yes, they killed 4 of our IRGC Navy officers, and we're just going to go straight back to negotiating with them.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. This makes it difficult for the Islamic Republic to be able to agree to any deals. Like the pro-regime people are going to be like, are you fucking kidding us? They just killed 4 of our soldiers and you're still talking to them?
You know what the craziest news of today was? I mean, besides this, like some people in Iran, I don't know if you heard about this, but they were reporting that in Meidun Enqilab in Iran, there was a clash between Hashd al-Shabi members and al-Fajara members, like 2 different militia. And it ended up in 5 of the Hashd al-Shabi guys being shot by the other militia and killed.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. There's only some eyewitness reports, so I don't know what to make of that.
We should update people regarding President Trump's statement because that's also important for people who just came in.
Yep.
You wanna?
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Oh, we got super chat. God, so many things are happening.
All right, here it is. Bring this up. True Social. Okay, you guys ready for this? All right. So President Trump, he just said, this was exactly 30 minutes ago. The enriched uranium will be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed. or the regime has to destroy it with the Atomic Energy Commission. That's the only two options.
Okay. Let's also this basically this is great because President Trump is reaffirming that not the red line of the enriched uranium is not up for negotiation, which to me it seems like that means that we're still so far away from a deal being even possible, at least with the current situation. So no need to panic regarding the deal given this latest like this and many other later statements by President Trump. Lior, let me make sure that I didn't do this wrong. Did I read the last one? Yes, I did. Thank you guys for all the support. Lior is saying, when did they get anti-air? Trump said it's gone. Well, to be, I mean, gone because 90% of it was gone. CENTCOMs and like President Trump, obviously, like the way that he speaks, he, when something is like 90%, he says all of it is gone. That's how he talks, right? But all of it was not gone. So according to CENTCOM, they destroyed 90% of their air defense, according to CENTCOM. So you have to, this is why, politicians speak the way they do. And that's why, but military people in the military, they're usually more precise when it comes to their numbers and what actually happened. But good question. Like, where is this air defense coming from?
The air defense is most likely coming from China. Through Pakistan.
Yes, and also the current air defense or anti-aircraft is very basic, not a real challenge to significant air forces. Yes, the ones that they're using right now, except sometimes they have these man pads, and if you're flying low, these advanced Chinese man pads, they could be dangerous, because that's how they took down the American plane last time, the one that they had to be rescued.
Do you see that Farsi comment in the chat?
Oh, Sam. Okay, if it hasn't been verified, let's wait for it before we talk about it.
Yeah.
But thank you for bringing that to our attention. But let's not talk about it unless we see it being verified. We do.
I'm just. You know what could have happened, actually. So with all of this new anti-air defense that the regime suddenly has gotten over this period of ceasefire via Pakistan and China, it could be that the United States was testing this new air defense tonight.
Well, I mean, we do know, we have confirmed strikes in Bandar Abbas, don't we?
Yeah.
So this is not just testing. This is in response to a threat, I think, that is happening right now.
Shock and awe.
So Lior, I answered that, and the air defense. Thank you for the super chat. Roman Viking saying این آخرین نبرد آزادی برمیگرده به پیش. So thank you, Roman Vikings. Yeah, and it's این آخرین نبرد پهلوی برمیگرده به پیش. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. Rooster is saying, hello, what did I miss? Do you want to do a recap?
Yeah, I got it. All right, Ninja. Here's what you missed. Okay. So a couple hours ago, in the biggest port city in Iran, which is located in the Strait of Hormuz, 3 initial explosions were heard. The airport of Bandar Abbas, the military airport, the runway was hit. So now planes, probably can't use that part of the runway. And then the anti-air defense started getting activated and started shooting up into the air, waking up a lot of the citizens. And at the same time, two other cities along the coast of the Strait of Hormuz were also hit. And these are cities that were used by the IRGC to transport oil or for their fast attack boats. The regime also had some fast attack boats in the water for, I don't know, some reason at like 1 a.m. And those were blown up as well. So four of the IRGC were boomed. And yeah, now everyone knows. So we're thinking that the negotiations are going to have a little bit of a bumpy road ahead. And that is all that we've been able to confirm as of right now. Crazy.
Okay, we have some clarification from Vahid Online, so let me translate that and I'll let you guys know what's happening. Because it would be better if I just read it off for you guys. And let me see if I could show this. I don't know why Vahid Online is not posting this. He should be posting on his X account, not just on Telegram. It would be easier to share this.
Maybe he's asleep.
No, he's active on Telegram right now. He's posting.
Oh.
I'm just saying that that's what Vahid Online was the first source for what everything happening right now, right?
Yeah.
So here, I'm sharing it in the browser because I don't want to share it on my Telegram app. Here, this is what we have from Vahid Online. Let me bring us here. So thank you, Rooster. Okay, so let me translate. This is his latest post. And it's saying, the Student News Network of the Islamic Republic, SNN, reported that in a dawn attack last night, May 24th, or based on the Persian calendar, that would be the 4th of Khordad, by the US and Israel on the south of Larak Island. Okay, here are the names. Abbas Islami. Let me read the Persian version. So these are the names of the people. So they're naming the people who were killed. Abbas Islami, Qudrat Zarnegari, Abdul Raza va Abdul Raza Golzari. So these are the name of the people who died. They're naming only 3 of them. Members of IRGC were killed. According to this report, the exact number of casualties has not yet been determined. And then Vahid, this is Vahid Online's own commentary down here. He's saying, it seems this incident occurred during the early hours of Monday, meaning about 24 hours ago. However, it appears that those Islamic Republic sources that broadcasted this news intentionally wrote it in a misleading way so that it would seem related to the sounds being heard right now. For instance, this tweet. So they're saying, for instance, this tweet is from 7 p.m. on Monday. Last night, an IRGC boat that was laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz was hit by a fighter jet that took off from UAE soil. Wow. And four IRGC members were killed. So last night, okay, so guys, the events that are happening right now, the explosions that we're hearing in Bandar Abbas and those 2 other cities, that's from tonight. But the speedboats that were taken out and 4 IRGC members killed were from last night. However, what's happening is that the IRGC is intentionally trying to mislead by making it seem that they happened right now. Like that the speedboat attack happened at the same time, like tonight. So the speedboat attack was from last night. The explosions in the 3 cities that Ali and I mentioned, especially on Bandar Abbas, that is from from an hour ago, from like around 1 hour ago. But IRGC is trying to link them for some goddamn reason, and I don't know why.
So if they're trying to link them, then they don't want this. I mean, they don't want this. They don't want this deal. They want difficulty in the deal, or they want to be getting leverage in the deal.
No, I don't know if it's related to the deal right now. I think that there's just like this is separate from like the deal. I think for some reason right now there's some military operations happening and kinetic strikes are happening, apparently at least, close to the Strait of Hormuz. And for some reason the IRGC is trying to push certain events that happened last night, and 4 IRGC members were killed in an attack on some speedboats by fighter jets that took off from UAE. They're trying to act like this happened at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, do you guys like? Is that understandable for regarding what's happening?
They lied. They covered it up.
So it's interesting because everywhere else is reporting as if the U.S. fighter jet strikes on the 2 IRGC Navy speedboats it happened tonight, but we here, because we looked at Vahid Online's own Persian post, we figured that out that it actually these two are not connected, potentially not connected.
Linking them. Why are they linking them? To show that the U.S. is being very aggressive? But
I don't know.
But that doesn't just make it harder for you to like go to the negotiating table?
I don't think this is about right now the negotiating table. I think this is just them trying to. I don't know. Like we'll see. I think the IRGC is just not reacting to. Or is it? So Sarah agrees with you. Sarah said like yes, exactly. So okay, people agree with Ali. That's what I think, Ali. Okay,
We'll
so
see.
okay, so tell me how is that connected then, if that's your theory.
So if the state media is the best representation of what the regime supporters feel like, then the state media just came out and said the United States or the Zionist American regime just killed 4 of our officers and just bombed our cities. And then they're going to play exactly. They want to play victim so that they have more leverage in this upcoming to be like, look at us, international community. We're trying to talk with them in good faith, and they're going to say this for me, like, we tried our best to talk with them, and they started bombing us. They started killing our people. So now we want more frozen assets or this and that. But I mean, that just makes their own position harder because it's not like they were going to get any of that anyway. Now the regime supporters are going to expect them to ask for more. So maybe that's why they tried to hide it initially. But now with the explosions, you can't hide it at all. But time will tell. You know, Trump's statement, it's just weird to me. It's all weird. The immediate feeling that I get from his statement is like, hey, I'm losing my patience. Immediately do this, right? But to destroy it in Iran, does that just dilute it? Like they still have their knowledge of enriching uranium.
So people don't know which statement you're talking about. Before we, so maybe people, before we go back to Trump's statement, which you could show to the people who just showed up, I just want to confirm to people what we know regarding the explosions. Because Ali, I have a question. Bandar Abbas explosions that just happened an hour ago have been confirmed by Vahid Online, but the 2 other cities that we talked about, the explosion in Sirik and Jusk Port, have they been confirmed by any other sources?
No.
So where is this guy getting that from? So I don't. Do we trust this? I don't trust. I trust Vahid Online. So guys,
Yeah.
for now, don't trust that we had explosions in these two cities. We only have confirmation that we had explosions in Bandar Abbas. Bandar Abbas only.
Yeah. All right. Should I show the statement?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's show the statement.
Okay.
Again.
All right, guys. So President Donald Trump said the enriched uranium will either be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed, or preferably in conjunction and coordination with the Islamic Republic of Iran, destroyed in place or at another acceptable location with the Atomic Energy Commission. Either give it to us, the United States, or take it out of the country and destroy it, or destroy it in Iran. Those are the three options.
What do
But-
you guys what do you guys make of that in the chat? Oh, you're going, sorry.
But like, can you destroy uranium? Don't you just dilute it?
Hmm.
I mean, anyway, that's diluting it is just that's like a I don't like that it's
Yes.
you either give it to us or dilute it. Like, what do you mean you dilute it? Like, you guys keep the uranium but just dilute it? So that means that the Atomic Energy Commission or the United States has to go in to verify that, right? They have to like send in engineers and scientists and troops to like make sure that all the facilities have
I
diluted
wouldn't
it.
trust the Islamic Republic with dilution,
Exactly.
even if we send. It needs to leave. It needs to go to the U.S. Here's the thing, I don't care. I don't care about the uranium. Okay. There's no solution to the Islamic Republic being atomic without the toppling of the regime. The only reason why the enriched uranium would be significant is that if you bring it to the United States, it would be incredibly humiliating to the regime, and it will help us with toppling it because it will lose legitimacy among its own supporters. That's the only way, guys. Give the enriched uranium by itself, getting it, not getting it, does not make a fucking difference unless you topple the Islamic Republic. The only reason why we might care about the enriched uranium is that if you manage to get that enriched uranium to the United States, it will be absolutely humiliating to the Islamic Republic. And based on what we know about the internal politics of the Islamic Republic, it will be very hard for them to survive that level of humiliation. That's the only thing. If the Islamic Republic manages to keep the uranium inside and then they destroy it, so-called diluted in Iran, then they can deny it. They can deny that it happened to their own regime supporters, and it will not have the humiliation factor. So keep that in mind, right?
But what would stop them from just enriching later?
It doesn't
That's
matter
why
if
the
they
regime
enrich
has
or
to go.
not. Like, it doesn't matter if if the Islamic Republic survives. Okay, one way or another, they will fuck the world eventually. Okay,
That's why they have to go.
it doesn't. They just like the only solution to all of this is the Islamic regime has to go. Okay, that's the only solution to any of this. The only reason why we talk about the enriched uranium is not because like that matters by itself. It only matters if by taking that away from them, they would lose support among their own followers. That's the only way that matters, so that we could bring about their fall faster. That's what it matters.
You're telling me I had to endure decades of sanctions and this and that, and the U.S. just came and took away the uranium when we were winning? We, the regime, were winning. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yes, because it needs to be verifiable. Because for the Islamic Republic, it would be a matter of he said, she said. Like, if the Americans are like, oh, the Americans were like, oh, they destroyed their uranium, and the Islamic Republic were like, well, like some parts of the Islamic Republic were like, well, no, we didn't. I mean, depending on how undeniable the Americans could make it. But look at this. This was from 10 minutes ago. I think Yeah, reports indicate that tonight's U.S. attacks have targeted sites in Bandar Abbas, part of the Bandar. Oh, let me actually look at the Persian version of this. Okay, part of the pier and the military facilities at Kuh Mubarak. These claims come as the south of the regime, the south of Iran basically means, has witnessed widespread activation of air defense systems, multiple explosions, and a sharp escalation in military tensions in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz in the recent hours. To date, U.S. officials or those of the terrorist regime of the Islamic Republic have not released precise details regarding the scope of these attacks or any potential response from Tehran. Anything in the chat that you want to respond to?
Let's see. People are speculating. So Ali the Persian says, Armin, I agree. However, having the regime and all other agencies watching the uranium get destroyed in person is humiliating also, isn't it?
Well, I mean, they don't. Would they? It's not like something that they would broadcast publicly, right? Because remember, back when uh, after the JCPOA, when they were destroying their enrichment facilities to abide by the JCPOA, or at least pretending to, none of that was public. Eventually, it got out much later. It was leaked much later. So it's not like they would be broadcasting doing that to. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know, but like we don't know how undeniable would it get. Okay, good news. This live Iran news account is added to the trusted list of Goldie. Okay, so given that it's on Goldie's trusted list, so we could take this kind of like Wahid online then.
Yeah. Awesome. We got a super chat from Arik San. A nuclear Iran is not the problem. It's the IRGC.
Yeah. Exactly. And even without a nuclear weapon, the IRGC would at some point get to a certain number of missiles that will have enough deterrence capability that they would be able to bully the whole world after that without without anybody wanting to do anything about it. And that's the problem. Let's check if there are any updates here.
Man. That was it, huh? Just a love tap? Come on. Come on, US Navy.
Yes.
Go Navy. Did you know in America there's a huge like rivalry between the Navy and the Army?
Wait, look at this. Oh. When is this from? Okay, yeah. Is this the same thing you were reporting? It says Iran claims downing of 3 UAVs, including MQ-9A, amid regional tensions. This is the new one, right?
Yeah, they claimed it. I mean, who knows? It's not verified. Yeah.
But it is happening in the middle of all of this.
Man.
And thank you, Arkinson, for the super chat, by the way.
Why do they have to do it like that? Why do they have to just hit and then go? Why can't they just stay and keep doing it? But yeah, did you know there's a rivalry between the United States Navy and the United States Army?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they play each other in football, like American football. And pretty much the saying is like, if you want to show your support for either side, you you say "Go Army" or "Go Navy." It's like a huge deal.
Oh wow, did not know that. Interesting. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's focus on the chat. Questions in the chat. Okay, saying, what about the pro-regime Durkhas that have been armed by the regime? If the regime is seen as given into the U.S., wouldn't they be afraid those supporters will turn on them using those guns? Are you talking about IRGC or Artesh? So, I mean, it's more complicated than that. The way I like to summarize it is that yes, it's not. It doesn't even have to come down to a hot war. If the Islamic Republic loses the support of pro-regime Iranians, that would the pro-regime Iranians, they have um, a, a huge part of IRGC sympathizes with their views, and if they lose legitimacy, I mean, not some parts of the IRGC, and if the Islamic Republic current as the way that it currently is loses legitimacy among from their perspective, it will not be able to survive that. Let me just say it. Let me just end it at that, because whether that would lead into any form of military confrontation, it wouldn't be the IRGC against the regime, because who's the regime? The regime is IRGC. It would be IRGC if it ends up being like that, it would be some fragments of IRGC versus other fragments of the IRGC. That's what it would end up looking like if it gets to that. But I think even if we even get close to that situation, the regime will fall maybe even before. Like if we have that much of a loss of support for the regime among their own followers, it will just fall like a house of cards if we get to that point, because the regime, many of these people would not want to get to that level of conflict because they might die. So they would try to find a political solution to all of that by that point, and it would be more like the end of the Soviet Union. They would try to make it more like that so that they don't die. Because if it's guys, we have a lot of division within the Islamic Republic, but most of IRGC, internal IRGC, hasn't gone too aggressive against each other, even though there are fragments in competition against each other. But it's usually like the IRGC has one block against others blocks. But you know that the shit has hit the fan when we have IRGC versus IRGC division escalating.
Yeah, it's so unlikely for it to be happening that when it does happen, you're like, oh my god, they must be hanging on by a thread. So the next one, Stance said, maybe they don't want to give it up because they don't have it. It's in North Korea, either sold or to hold, or another country. What do you think about that, Ahmed?
No. You know, it's nuclear material. It's not that easy to move without getting detected. If like I'm pretty sure Mossad would know. Like you can't just move these things around without like Mossad figuring it out. Also, it's been confirmed that they are under the ground after Operation Midnight Happer. They're deep underground under a bunch of rubble, and there's a lot. That whole area is constantly being observed and monitored 24/7, every single second. And the Islamic Republic can't even move that stuff, even if they wanted to. And even if they could move it, it would have been observed by the Americans and Israelis. So no, it's still there.
If that was true, I think the CIA and Mossad should just disband.
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Steel says, do you think the U.S. Navy was testing their defenses?
By bombing Bandarabas? Or by shooting down those speedboats? I think he
maybe
means
the
by
drones?
I mean, it's not a test if you're actually killing IRGC soldiers, right? Like, hey, I mean that would be actually, I like that.
Pretty good test.
Like, oh yeah, like, oh, there's some IRGC boats. Let's use them as target practice. So, so which one are we talking about, guys? Guys, two things happened. One last night, one just a few hours ago. The one that from last night is the speedboats. The IRGC speedboats were taken down by apparently by American fighter jets. 4 IRGC soldiers died. The other event that just happened was the Bandera bus explosions, 3 big explosions, and then the aftermath of that was the anti-aircraft was activated in southern Iran. So I don't see any of them being a test. I don't think any of them are a test.
Yeah.
But thank you for the super chat.
Oh, good question. Dragon King Galactic. I would have. That's a good username. Yeah. How do Uranian people want your country heading to? You got this one.
How do Iranian people want your country? What do you mean? What do you want? What do Iranian people want?
Like,
their
where do you
country
guys want your country to head towards?
I'll repeat the 4 principles of Prince Reza Pahlavi, and everything else would come as a consequence of that. Okay, so let me tell you the end result. The end result is freedom and prosperity and improved well-being of the Iranian people and economic prosperity and safety and security. That's the destination. The principles that the Iranian people believe in, that they believe are the principles that would get us there, is 4. The border integrity of Iran, secularism, democracy, and equal individual rights. So these are what the Iranian people want, and that's what the Iranian people are fighting for. These 4 things. Okay? And so the 4 principles, the fight, and the destination. The 4 principles are secularism, border integrity, democracy, and equal individual rights for all Iranian citizens. Those are the principles. The fights are 2. The fight is against the Islamic Republic, to end the Islamic Republic, and 2, to bring back Pahlavi to Iran. So those are the 2 fights. And one of them, and the second part is important. The fight is not just to end the Islamic Republic. Our fight has not finished. Even if the Islamic Republic falls, we continue to fight until Pahlavi comes back to Iran. Hold on, bring it back for now. And until Pahlavi is back in Iran, and he is leading the transitional government. And the destination is security, stability, and prosperity. That's the destination. What do you think about that, Ali? Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And those are in line with what Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi is trying to bring to us. So just think of it this way. Instead of ending up like North Korea, where there are no real elections and you just win by like 92% every time, we want to be able to have multiple people come in, campaign, be different political figures, and we can vote for whoever we choose. And we also want to stop our country from getting effed over all the time on every front. And by that, I mean the people. You know what I was just thinking while you were saying that? Let me go back to the Truth Social post. How do I hide this? Okay. Armin, don't you think that this is like the agreement? Like, is this the agreement that they have reached? He said, you know, the details will be revealed in the coming hours, and that was what? It was like 2 days ago? It was like a day or 2 ago. And now he's saying it will either be doing this or doing that.
You know what I
You-
think this is? Oh wait, hold on. What I think this is? I think this is President Trump experimenting different. Just this is what I think President Trump does, and I want people to comment on this to tell me if I'm correct. What do you think about this? Or okay, is Texas here? Texas has Texas. Are you here, Texas troop? I would love to know her opinion on this. Oh, she's not. Is she not here?
Maybe
I
not.
needed her right now. Okay. If you guys could reach out to her, let her know. I'm interested in her opinion on this. I think what President Trump does is that he puts positions out there. Oh, she's here. Okay. Fantastic. I think what President Trump does is that every time he wants to, his posts are like an experiment. It's like his laboratory. He puts these thoughts out there and then he observes different people's reactions to it. And then he collects the information from people's reaction to what he's saying. And then he, based on his new information that he's collected, he then comes up with a strategy. I mean, not just based on that, based on, so he has intelligence reports, he has advisors, he has analysts, but he also has his social media posts. And every time he puts this out there, there's a lot of reaction to it. And he uses that as a way to gather information for what different people's positions are. So I think this is like one of his lab experiments.
Yeah,
What do you think?
yeah, that could be right because he didn't say in conjunction with all the Muhammads this time.
Yeah, and Texas Trooper saying take Trump seriously, but not literally. Yeah, so I mean that would go. That's why I don't take him literally, because I think like every single one of these posts is an experiment, not his final official position. It's trial and error.
So if you had to like summarize what this means, to me it means that he's trying to signal that he's running out of patience.
To me, this signals that he's trying to experiment to see what different people's reactions are going to be to his multiple options regarding how to deal with the enriched uranium.
Okay. All right, let's see what happens, man. Let me put this back. All right. Got a super chat from Roly Poly. Make Iran Persia again.
No.
I get the sentiment, though. I like it. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, actually you're right. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support and the sentiment. But we actually want to make Persia Iran again, just like Reza Shah did. Right?
What do you think the new Iran will be officially titled? Will it be like the kingdom of
Iran?
No, okay.
No, it
Just
would go
Iran.
back to being Iran. It would just be Iran, just like it was. Guys, for people who say, like, again, but thank you. I understand the sentiment, so we appreciate that. But Goldie is not Persian. Goldie is Iranian. She's not Persian. Okay. Nare in the chat, look at this. She's saying, but I'm not Persian. Nare is Iranian. She's not Persian. So we don't want to make Iran Persia because Nare is Iranian. Goldie is not Persian. Goldie is Bakhtiari. Goldie is Lore. Okay. Iran means the land of Aryans. It's not Arabic. It's not Islamic. Iran means the land of Aryans. In Persia is the Western name for Iran. Iran is the native name. So Persia is like Palestine because the Western name given to that area. Iran is the native name. Well, I shouldn't say Persia is like Palestine because that's disgusting. I'm just saying it's what said. Like, actually, I'll take that back. Persia is the name Westerners gave to our land. Our ancient native land name for our land was Iran. It's the pre-Islamic native name for this land, meaning the land of Aryans. Okay, Persia is Greek. It's the Greek name for our land. Okay, Iran was called Persia by Westerners, and Reza Shah, our king, our first Pahlavi king, made Persia Iran again.
Yeah, just like
Right.
how. So have you guys heard about? Well, in English you say Persepolis or Persepolis. That's not what we call it. That's what the Greeks call it. Persepolis, which means like Persian city. We call it Takht Jamshid, which means like Jamshid's lair or Jamshid's like palace. You know?
Yeah. Guys, people were offended by what I said. Guys, obviously, Palestine is a terroristic movement. Persia is a beautiful language and a beautiful culture. I only meant it in the sense that for this land, that's the Western name. Okay, so don't for our land, that Persia is the Western name. Persia is not the name of our land. Persia is the name of our language and one of our beautiful cultures within this land. It's not the name of our land. Persia is the name of our beautiful language and the name of one of our beautiful cultures. It's not the name of our land. The name of our land is Iran, meaning the land of Aryans.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
In server is asking our favorite critic. I mean, how many times they attacked each other and we're still making a deal?
Oh, I mean, how many times they attacked each other and they were are we making a deal in server? Like, have you seen a deal? I haven't seen a deal. Ali, have you seen a deal?
I haven't seen a deal. I haven't even seen a memorandum of understanding to have a deal.
Guys, don't attack in server. We like in server is dealing with like a lot
Okay.
of
Yeah.
so people are attacking. Don't, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Let's we are on the same side. We're anti-Islamic Republic, okay?
Yeah.
I know some of you get frustrated with each other sometimes. I understand. But please understand that the Iranian people have been waiting for this for 47 years. So we're dealing with a lot of trauma. So if we disagree, in server, be don't attack the other people who disagree with you in the chat, like Texas, for example. And guys, don't attack each other, okay? There's a lot of emotional ups and downs here, so we disagree with each other a lot, but it's okay. We're all pro Pahlavi and we're all anti-Islamic Republic. Let's disagree in a calm way, okay? And I know it's like just be understanding of a lot the stress a lot of Iranians are dealing with, okay?
Yeah. We need skeptical people like us. Yeah, it's good, guys. They're on our side, but it's good to have skepticism, or it's good to, like Armin's favorite thing is to play devil's advocate. You need that. It makes us think about where we are.
Wait, Texas saying, what about me? What did I do? No, I was saying don't, like I was telling InServer not to attack you. That's what I was saying, because I saw he was attacking you. You didn't do it. Like you're amazing, Texas Strip. You're fantastic. I wasn't saying about anything you did. I was telling him telling him to not attack you. That's all, right?
Yeah. What's the next one? Ooh. I sense a long answer to this long question. Why are you anti-regime? What's your background? Are you Muslim, Shia, Sunni? Which country you're from? I'm new in your stream and I just want to categorize your opinion for myself. Thanks. Should I go
You want to
first?
go?
Yeah.
You go first. Yeah.
Why am I anti-regime? What's the shortest way I can say that? They would kill me. so I want to get rid of them. What's your background? Are you Muslim? I'm not Muslim, no. Which country am I from? I'm an Iranian American. Yeah, I'm an Iranian American. I'm pro-Shah, pro-free Iran, pro-liberty and freedom. I do not want the regime. I don't want anything similar to the regime as well. And I want the Iranian people to be able to choose a new government for themselves.
Okay. Question: why are you anti-regime? Because the regime is a murderous, criminal, occupying force against my country that has killed so many of our people. It's the greatest force of evil in the world that exists, responsible for the most amount of evil in the world today. If I go back to Iran, I would be executed by this regime. The regime has killed many of my friends. My friends have been killed by this regime. People I knew personally have been killed by this regime. The regime is the reason why I can't go see my family in Iran. The regime is the reason why my mom died so fast, because my mom was in the hospital when she got cancer and she was not supposed to leave the hospital, and I wanted to go see her. And obviously, she said, she told me not to come to Iran, but she didn't want to die without me seeing her. So against what the doctors were telling her, she left the hospital to leave Iran to come see me so she could die. She could see before she could die by my side, and she didn't want to die without seeing me. So because she left the hospital, that made her die a lot faster, and I didn't have time to say proper goodbyes to her. So that, and also because of the poverty that this regime has brought to Iran, because of the air pollution, the lack of affordability for healthcare. So many people die in Iran for lack of access to healthcare. The roads, the cars. There's so many people who die from in the roads because of lack of care for the roads and proper cars, and for many other reasons. I hate the regime, and I want to help. And I want to help end it. What's your background? Are you Muslim? I'm an atheist. I'm a proud ex-Muslim. I've spent half of my life fighting against the cancerous Islamic ideology that is there, and it's not just me and Ali. Most Iranians have left Islam, and because of that, Iran is now a Muslim minority country. Shia or Sunni? When I was Muslim, I used to be Shia, so I'm ex-Shia. Which country you're from? I'm Iranian Canadian. I'm new to your stream and I just want to categorize your opinion. Okay, hopefully I'll help.
Vashi says secularism. Yes, it's a good idea. We should do that.
Yes, secularism. The Iranian, that's actually, he's a lot of Iranians are rightfully obsessed with secularism. I think the Iranian people understand the value of secularism most than most people in the world because of our experience with Islam in our government.
Oh, the person who asked us about our background. You want Pahlavi back, so you want a monarchy, not a democracy? Well, is that so? I mean, can they not be the same thing? Like who do you like? Look at England. Okay, so England's government is a constitutional monarchy where you get to vote for members of parliament. So that's democracy, right? You still have a king, though.
I mean, who's this person? Private user 13579. Is Canada a monarchy or not? Let us know in the chat if you're still here. Is Canada a monarchy? And then answer that. Is Canada a democracy? And then answer that for the UK, Australia, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Japan.
North Korea.
No, it's not. I mean, that's a republic, so
It's a Democratic People's Republic. Yeah.
Belgium. Yeah. So, like, I don't understand when people say you want a monarchy, not a democracy. Are you guys aware of all of these countries that are democracies and monarchies at the same time? No, Thailand, guys, is not a good example. Thailand is not a democracy, proper democracy, at least. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand this question because are people not aware of the existence of these countries? Like, have you heard of Canada as a country? Like, have you heard of Denmark as a country? Like, did that, like, do you guys know? Like, have you heard of that existence of these countries?
Well, it's a very American
understand.
thing. Like if you're just brought up to the American schooling system, you're like, monarchy? Oh yeah, monarchy 250 years ago. That was a tyranny. So all monarchies must be tyrannies.
It's weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the monarchy that the American Revolution was fighting against was tyranny. Okay, but just because like that was the crown that American Revolution was against was tyrannical. So just because that monarchy was a tyranny, that doesn't make all monarchies tyrannies.
Dapper
Oh,
uncle. No
you went from
curse on the Safavids?
yeah, we went from cursing to blessing. Saying blessings upon all. Wow, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We have a good question here. Sorry. Why do you think Pahlavi hasn't said anything for a while now? Does he want to see how things play out before commenting? Or does he know something? Unlikely, considering what his team is saying. I'm not sure he really, like, he says things when he needs to say things. His team around him has been talking, and you can get, his general position based on what his team members are saying, like Kamran Khansarinia or Said Ghassanejad.
Yeah, I think Ali has the best response. Prince Reza Pahlavi doesn't say things for the sake of saying things. That's a very good response. I was thinking about that, yeah. And he says things when something really need to be said by him. And sometimes silence is a statement of its own to the people who need to receive the message. But he has many people around him that are saying things that need to be said, but not from him. So one thing you guys need to do is follow Saeed Qaseminejad, because there's statements that Princess of Pahlavi, sometimes I feel like the statements that Princess of Pahlavi needs to make, but it shouldn't come from him. I think a lot of those come from Saeed Qaseminejad. So maybe follow him. What do you think, Ali? Do you think that's correct?
Absolutely. So look at this, right? Like, people will attack Prince Reza Pahlavi for whatever he says or doesn't say. And sometimes it's just, you're just adding more ammunition for people to attack you. And he doesn't need to say it. He comes out and he says things when he knows that either the people have, they're kind of like losing some morale. He wants to boost their morale, or he's giving them directions, things like that.
Yeah, and also Neil Bunny is pointing out that you also have Princess of Pahlavi communications account, which posts in English and Persian as well. So look into that.
Yeah. Also, I think the nature of what's happening over the past, what is it now, like 3 days, this entire weekend, has been such a roller coaster. It's only been 3 days, Can you believe that, Armin? It feels way
Hmm.
longer than that. Dominic Spencer, both of you are gurus. My brain explodes in a
Ooh.
great way with all the knowledge and perspective you both deliver. We are doctorates now, thanks to you. Oh,
Wow.
PhD. Iran, what would we call it? The degree?
Thank you for that endorsement. That's a really kind thing to say. I appreciate that.
What would you say? Like, we are doctorates now, thanks to you. So it's like
I
I have a PhD in
I don't want
Durka.
to say that it would be like an insult to people with doctorate degrees,
Yeah,
but I mean,
Durkology.
their college, their whisperer, as Goldie says.
Yeah. Thanks, Dom. Yeah, Nara was saying, but I'm not Persian.
Yes.
How many ethnicities are there? Is there like it's like around I don't
Oh,
know, is it
so
like 20 to
many.
30?
No, there's so many. Some of them are so small, so it's like I
Mhm.
don't know.
Dapper Uncle. We should rebrand from Iran to Iran because Iran Shah. I don't get
Iran
that.
Shah. I think he's just pronouncing it in the Persian way.
Oh.
Iran, Iran Shah.
Oh, like Iran to Iran. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I think the English people say Iran for some reason.
Yeah.
By the way, I
Um,
just got a report that Fox News confirmed. Fox News is
mhm,
citing a military spokesperson has reported that American forces have launched operations in self-defense strikes. And
mhm.
here, let me show this in southern Iran.
I
So
just
it's
pulled
been
it up.
confirmed now. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so here, let me hide this. Where'd it go?
Ooh,
Oops.
yeah, got it.
CENTCOM spokesperson Captain Tim Hawkins to Fox News. U.S. forces conducted self-defense strikes in southern Iran today to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. Targets included missile launch sites, so that would be Bandar Abbas, and Iranian boats attempting to emplace mines. U.S. Central Command continues to defend our forces while using restraint during the ongoing ceasefire. I mean, you don't have to use restraint. I mean, is it even a ceasefire at this point? But this is okay. So it's confirmed. The United States did it. The United States has publicly come out and said, yes, we killed those 4 IRGC Navy people in the speedboats, and we blew up the surface to air missiles in Bandar Abbas. I wonder what the regime's going to say. What are they going to do?
Who's posting this?
This is open source intel.
Open source intel. Okay.
This is our
Is
lovely
CENTCOM's own
Captain Hawk.
account saying anything?
No, I checked. They haven't said anything. Ding.
So what self-defense? What is self-defense? They're talking if they're talking self-defense, they're talking probably about the last and they talking about what happened just a few hours ago or what happened last night? Because they might be talking about the speedboats that they took out. That looks like self-defense. If the speedboats were going towards American ships and then they killed them, that looks like that maybe they're talking about that because I don't see how there's tonight's strikes on Bandar Abbas, how that would be self-defense.
So the boats were definitely self-defense in the terms of they were trying to put mines down. And Trump already said a couple weeks ago, he's like, any ships that come out to put mines, boom, boom, done. So that was that. And then I think because they had surface to air missile launchers there, they maybe took the opportunity to hit those as well. But I mean, it was spaced out. So that's weird.
Can you go back to the quote? Texas is saying go back to the quote.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
U.S. forces conducted self-defense strikes in southern Iran today, so to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. Targets included missile launch sites and Iranian boats. Okay, so missile launch sites was in Bandar Abbas. Iranian boats were. So this is referring to both of them. So I guess Bandar Abbas, the explosions that we heard in Bandar Abbas is them taking out missile launch sites, and the 4 IRGC soldiers that died were the ones in the 2 speedboats that they took out.
Doesn't this mean that they're saying that the regime was going to attack?
I mean, they were laying mines.
I mean,
And
the missiles.
yeah, oh, the launchers. Yeah, oh yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Yes.
Yeah, because if you hit first and you claim self-defense, that means, I mean, they were about to hit you.
That means that they were violating the ceasefire.
The ceasefire. Does Trump post anything else on his Truth Social?
No, go to the super chats.
No, damn.
I know, right? You keep wanting to see.
I know. This is the why so many love taps? Okay. The next super chat is from Lior. Addy, you look like Aladdin. That was actually my nickname in high school. Yeah, but it was Prince Ali.
Oh yeah, Prince Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great song for you.
Yeah, I was the only Iranian.
You do look like Aladdin. She's right. Now that yeah.
Yeah, it's my like go-to Halloween costume. Thank you, Leo. Meme says Armin is Persian. Goldie is Azeri. No,
Goldie's Bakhtiari. Yeah.
What is Ali? I'm also Persian.
Persian. Completely Persian or half-half?
Yeah. So many people ask me, they're like, are you half? I'm like, nope.
I mean, my dad is from Shemran, Tehran. My mom was from Shiraz. Both of them Persian. So I'm half Shirazi, half Tehrani. Two different Persian parts of Iran. So Persian mix.
Nare in 488 BC. What was that?
Wait, hold on. Let me read this one. Saying this guy is attacking us. همتون اینجا فارسی بلدید بخونید یا اینکه بی سواد بار اومدید در خارج از کشور؟ خفه شو که بی سواد تویی که بلد نیستی چجوری با آدم درست حرف بزنی. برو گم شو. All right, so bring Nare.
Nare says in 488 BCE, Darius, the king of kings, showcased the Naqsh Rostam, in which over 20 ethnicities that live in his empire are inscripted on stone. Yeah, I forgot where that is, actually. I want to visit that one day. Is it like near Kermanshah or something like that? It's basically like this stone wall, and on it has all these like beautiful inscriptions. Actually, let me just look at the chat. Nari's just going to tell me. And yes, guys, you do read Farsi from right to left. Oh, not yet.
Here. I mean, Naqsh Rostam. I mean, there was this. Okay, I think this is what she's referring to here.
Oh, it's really close to Persepolis.
Yeah. No, I know, but when you say Naqsh Rostam, this is what I remember mostly. Hold on. This why is it not showing? Oh, here. What? Oh, here, remove this. This image here is what I associate Naqsh Rustam with, which is the bending of the knee of the the Roman to the Persian king. But I don't see the what Nara is referring to, the 20 ethnicities. I saw that in the British Museum, though. Parts of
Yeah, doesn't it? How do you
oh,
feel when you walk through the museum and you see all of your ancestors' like history there in the British Museum, for example? It makes me feel so like so many different things.
I feel happy that they're not inside Iran because the Islamic Republic does a shit job taking care of it.
And I also feel so sad that it has to be there.
Yeah. Some people are like, oh, give it back to Iran. It doesn't belong to you. No, no, no. Keep it in the British Museum. Thank you very much. Okay. You can give it back once Iran is free. Okay. And Nara was saying there is a wall next to it with the ethnicities. Oh, okay. Now I see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it.
Look at this
Oh,
comment.
it's okay.
Let's drop my flag.
Armin June, دوست داریم. Mwah, mwah. منم دوست دارم. مرسی داریوش عزیز. Okay. So sweet.
Yeah, Dariush said, Armin, we love you, which is so true.
Yeah.
What is the next one? The next super chat is by Rasa. At the helm of Persian Empire, say 500 BCE and before, how
By the way,
were
we should say thank you. Like we should say when before you read it, let's say thank you, Rasa, for the super chat. Thank you guys for supporting the
Thank you,
channel.
Rasa. I usually say it after.
And also let me thank the other people too, because hold on, who was it? Nare, thank you. Lior, Dapper, Dominic, thank you so much. Vashi, Roly Poly, Dragon King, Brotherhood, Erickson, Rooster, Lior, yeah, Roman Viking, Sarah, Dom Dividend, and Takas Janos, Philly, Polinano. Wow, we got so many super chats. Amir, and yep, okay. Now we could continue.
Thank you, Rasa, who says, at the helm of Persian Empire, say 500 BCE and before, how were non-Persian Iranians known? Like today's Lor, Bakhtiyari, etc. What's their full story? I'm not sure.
Well, I know more about now. How we're
Yeah.
non-Persian, like today. Okay, so actually, I know about before as well. I mean, Nara just told us we have we had kings that celebrated our ethnic diversity way before it was cool for other people to be inclusive. This is why Cyrus's cylinder is considered to be the first declaration of human rights. This is why it was the Persian empires who first started having a policy of tolerance in ancient times, way before it became the norm in the rest of the world. Right? That's So this is before Cyrus the Great. The norm was when you invade a place, you try to destroy the ethnicity and the culture and the traditions of the people there by mixing them with the rest of your population and consume them in a way that it kills their identity. Cyrus the Great came up with this idea. I was like, how about we do not that? How about what if we're nice? What if we this was actually a genius strategy. Beyond being like a moral strategy, it also meant that people of different ethnicities didn't mind Cyrus the Great's empire expanding to their area, right? This means that people opened the gates against their own kings to Cyrus the Great, because he would not come and disrespect your God. He would not destroy your temples. He will let you practice and worship your own way and maintain your traditions. And not only he did that, he even undid the destruction of other kings and emperors before him. Like, for example, with the Jews, once he, liberated Babylon, not only he freed the Jews, people say Cyrus the Great freed the Jews. He did more than free the Jews. He actually used the resources of his own empire to pay for the reconstruction of the Jewish temple. He paid for the rebuilding of the Jewish temple, which was like a revolutionary thing of its time, right? And if you go to the British Museum, and see, like, let me see if I can find it. Like Nara said, you could see on the wall, they celebrate when people come to give gift to the kings. Instead of showing them all as Persian with the same custom and same clothes, is the first celebration of the diversity. And by the way, guys, this is the proper way to celebrate diversity. It's not the diversity of good ideas, and also let's also tolerate shitty, inferior, garbage, poisonous ideas. It's more a diversity of like traditions and ethnicities, not the multiculturalism that the West is obsessed with right now, right? Not the progressive leftist multiculturalism, the way that it was supposed to be. It basically that the idea that you could basically have your traditions, and when the central empire is not going to impose its ways on you. That is what Cyrus the Great introduced to the world. And that's why the American Constitution was inspired by Cyrus's philosophy. And that's why America, being a melting pot and also celebrating the traditions and cultures of all the people who come to America and their identities, that was also in the United States, was inspired by Cyrus the Great. Right?
Guys, you guys need to thank Armin for teaching us that.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, good question, Rasa.
Let me try to let me see if I could find this in the British Museum, because I went to the British Museum. Oh, I found it here. Yeah, I found it. So, guys, the British Museum is the world's largest free museum. So if you're in London, make sure you go for a visit, right? So if we remove this here, how do I remove this? Oh, here. So if you go to the British Museum, there's so right here over this corner on the right, there's a Cyrus cylinder over here, which I actually went and visited. But then next to the Cyrus cylinder, Iranians come and visit the Cyrus cylinder, but they forget to come here and look at this wall. Okay, these are all the different people with all the different clothing, bringing gifts specific to the king, specifically from their own from their own area. So this and I don't know from your perspective, like that doesn't seem like a big deal, but back then this was a big deal. Back then this was a big deal. Like this celebration of people's origins and their way of life is back then was revolutionary, right? And also let me show you this, because I'm not lying that I was there. Here, this is me at the British Museum next to the Cyrus cylinder, right there in the middle. Okay.
So the regime Farce News is saying that the United States has broken the ceasefire. And Fox News, it's on here. Go back and find it. And then Fox News is saying that they conducted self-defense because the regime was going to break the ceasefire by targeting American planes. So let me see if I can find it on Twitter instead of Telegram. What does this say? Yeah, I think we should go through another super chat until I can find it.
Okay, sounds good. Oh. All right. Let's see. Let me unstar some of these. And thank you again, Rasa, for the super chat. We have a generous super chat from Mike saying, Armin, it is likely that those here have been listening to the news organizations that intentionally cause anger and uncertainty. Wait, hold on. Let me read this again. It is likely that those here have been listening to news organizations that intentionally cause anger and uncertainty. Yes. Yes, it is probably. Yeah. So true. True. Yeah, you have to be. That's actually a very good point, Mike. You guys, when a lot of us who watch the news and all of a sudden get angry, you have to be careful because anger gets more views. So a lot of these titles on the news stories that you read is designed to inspire you to get angry because anger is the easiest emotion to get engagement, and we're living in an engagement economy. Okay, we're living in an we are living in an era where one of the biggest industries are the engagement industry, and the cheapest and easiest engagement to get is anger. So be careful if you're getting really angry reading the titles. It's because the titles are designed to make you angry. Yeah, these are marketing. Like you could get engagements by making people, inspiring people, making people sad, making people happy, making people laugh, making people compassionate, making people concerned, making people so many different things. And each one of them requires different tactics to get those engagement. But the cheapest and easiest one to get with the lowest cost is anger. So therefore, social media platforms will be more likely to give you the same content in a way that would get anger out of you. So be careful from that.
All right, so I don't know how to show this. Basically, copy post link. There we go.
Yeah, but BT is saying Armin makes me all of those emotions as well. Guys, if I get angry or happy or sad, it's not by design. Those are just my raw emotions. I'm not trying to figure out what to get out of you. This is and I know BT, I go through all of the roller coaster. This is just me being me. Sorry if I have a negative effect on you sometimes. I'm not trying to. I'm just being myself. All right. Did you find something?
Yeah. Oh, beautiful picture.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so farce news. This is it. So they're basically saying that CENTCOM admitted to violating the ceasefire in Iran, and the spokesperson for it just admitted that by saying that they struck the targets in the boats. So this is the Farce News Telegram channel.
So guys, we do not check this as a source of news because farce is there. We check this as a source of seeing what the regime propaganda is. So every time we're reading farce news or Tasnim news, we're not reading it for you guys to figure out what's happening. We're reading it so you figure out what the current regime propaganda is. So the current Ali found this that the current regime propaganda is that the Americans have broken the ceasefire, correct?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And Fox is saying that they did not break the ceasefire and they were only acting in self-defense.
Okay. So that's good for us because that means that the pro-regime people are like, well, what the fuck then? Go fuck them up, right? The regime supporters are going to be even more against the deal.
Oh man, a deal is so close. A deal is so close.
Ali likes to do that. Ali likes to be sarcastic with the deal. It's funny.
You know what? You want to know what Pakistan said when President Trump posted? He's like, me and all the Mohammeds and Pakistan and other countries were like, should join this, and we all want that. Pakistan came out and they said this. which is very, very funny to me. Okay, so this guy says, how can you sit with people whose word cannot be trusted for even a single day? He's referring to the Israelis. And he said, adding that Pakistan's passports do not recognize Israel by name. Ooh, that is funny.
Can you sit
How
down
can you
with
sit with people whose word cannot be trusted for a day? Wow. Coming from Pakistan, huh?
Coming from Pakistan. Like, you shouldn't bring up passports if you're Pakistani, and like that will backfire, because hey, adding that Pakistani's passport do not recognize Israel by name. Do you know what else Pakistan's passport doesn't recognize?
What?
Ahmadis as people.
Ahmadis?
Yeah. You're not Ahmadis. So, you know who Ahmadis are?
No.
Ahmadis is a sect in Islam that doesn't consider Muhammad to be the last prophet. Right?
Okay.
So, and Pakistan doesn't consider them to be people, right? Like, okay, it's a cult. Yeah, I'm not a
Jeez.
pro Ahmadi, but in Pakistan, if you want to get a passport, you first have to testify that Muhammad is Khatamul Anbiya, that Muhammad is the last prophet, just so
Oh.
that Ahmadis cannot get a passport. So to get a passport, this is an official part of the documentation to get a passport in Pakistan, is the requirement to testify that Muhammad is the last prophet. So no passport for you if you're Ahmadi.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Isn't this really rich? Yes, United States. Yes, we're going to do our best to negotiate. Yes, Islamic Republic, you can park your planes, and we're going to give you all these weapons from China. And yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How are they the mediator if that's like we could see that you guys are not like, if you're a mediator, you're supposed to be unbiased. So you're obviously against the American coalition. So what the fuck?
Shake my head.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the super chats. So
All
you
right.
start this. Okay.
All right,
We read that one.
Galveston. You want to go for it?
We read that one.
Oh, we read that
We
one.
read that one. Yeah. You
Were we on
start this one?
Luxembourg? No, I didn't.
Okay, let's go to this one.
Skip that one.
Yeah.
Sarah Ocean, thank you. Once the regime is gone, can cremations take place instead of Islamic burials? You can do whatever you want.
You could do whatever, yeah. Obviously, we're going to be secular, right? So that means all forms of burials or whatever people do. In fact, I like the tree pod strategy of. Do you know the tree pods?
Yeah, you plant your body under a tree, and then you serve as nutrients for like a fruit tree or something.
It's like, wait, hold on. Yeah, the tree pod strategy. Like, this is good. Do you guys like this idea? Yeah, this should be. Wait, hold on. This tree pod. You could make people into a tree. You know, you guys like that? I like that.
And then your family can eat the fruits from the tree.
Oh no, that's weird. Yeah, like this. So when you die, they put you into this thing, pod, and they plant you as a tree. Okay. Yeah, final message to the world: eats me. Oh my god, that turned weird.
Thank you, Sarah. Always so nice to us.
Everything can be made into a diamond.
Oh.
That was such a waste. then you're basically removing. You could be your carbon could be used by nature. If you make it into a diamond, then that would not go back into nature.
Duh, BT.
Yes.
Victory, thank you for the super chat, says Goldie showed documentary of the 60s. Parliament wouldn't release fund for something, and Shaw appealed to the public, and Parliament eventually gave in. So in my opinion, constitutional monarchy is not only possible, but it's already been demonstrated. Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure.
Very successfully.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Sarah,
but that's a good example. That was a very good example.
Yeah. Sarah, you says, ponder from military perspective how the internet, like Twitter, YouTube, Discord, wealth of knowledge, maps of flights, impact the military strategy. Here's how I do know it impacts it. So, like 100 years ago, right? The regime wouldn't be able to come out within a couple hours and be like, yes, the Americans broke the ceasefire. I'm not saying that they've officially said that, but they wouldn't be able to say that 100 years ago. Things wouldn't move this fast. There would be a lot more fog of war. And China wouldn't be able to post satellite images of US jets and bases online for everyone to see and force the United States military to like change and move its plans around.
Oh, that's interesting. Good answer.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Dumb said,
No, it's not dumb. It's dumb motherfucker. Dumb motherfucker.
Said, caucistocracy refers to a system of government run by the worst, least qualified, or most unscrupulous citizens. Private user, this is the answer. Oh, this is the guy who asked us about our, or not this guy, but private user was the guy who asked us about our background. He's referring to. Yeah.
Does it require to actively be trying to find the least qualified people? Interesting. I never heard of that. Okay, now I know. Thank you. Basically, this is how you should say it. It refers to a system of government run by dumb motherfuckers. Right? Yes, by dumb motherfuckers. Use your username in the definition, because that's exactly what you're saying. Yes.
Armin, you know what this reminds me of? Do you know West Point Academy?
Yes.
Yeah, so West Point is for anyone who doesn't know, it's the military, it's like the best military academy for officers in the United States. It's like super world famous. So they have this tradition where if you're the worst performing cadet in your class, if you're the worst performing student, you are actually the most wanted and you get like an award and everyone wants you. Do you guys know that?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
So every year there's a competition between people to be the worst candidate, which means that you have to know the answer to everything and get every single thing wrong. And even if you're the second worst, so if you lose, that's it. You're actually screwed. You're the worst. You're the second to worst. But if you're the worst student, you get a ton of awards and are famous. Because that means you're the smartest one, that you know the answers to everything and you can get them all wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun facts. Mame says, so was Cyrus woke? I mean, for his time, yes, but like by 2020 standard, no.
Well, no. I mean, I know this is a joke, but woke, progressive woke is the bastardization of classical liberal values, which includes, guys, Omid, calm down. She's joking. Oh my god, guys, Iranian people are so anti-woke. Omid is like losing his mind. No, Omid, it's okay. She's joking. All right, Jesus Christ. Omid is like, no. All right, so no, my god. So I know this is a joke, but I want to use this as an opportunity to say this. So inclusivity and multiculturalism were originally proper ideas from the perspective of classical liberal values.
Yeah.
They turned into shit, just like many other things that have turned into shit from classical liberal values by woke, so-called progressive leftist mind virus, right? So classical liberal values were like, hey, how about we don't kill gay people, right? And then progressive values, progressive less of woke people ideas were like, how about we give intersectionality privilege points to gay people, right? Classical liberal values were like, how about we give equal rights to men and women, and how about we let women vote, and how about we let women allow women to own properties. And then woke progressive ideas are like, how about we forcefully make it so that there are equal men and women on every board, and in fact, even better yet, make it so that we have more women than men. How about we say men are shit? How about we say men are evil? Or like, the how about we say women will, if everything was all women, it would solve all the world's problems, right? How about we just turn anti-men? Okay. And then when it comes to, yeah, multiculturalism, the original idea was like, as long as you are not violating other people's rights, or you're a danger to them, or don't have garbage ideas, like for example raping children is like okay, like that, right? um as long as you don't have those shitty ideas and you're not a threat to everyone else, how about we let you enjoy your own traditions and culture and symbols, and we let you celebrate that instead of trying to force our way on you. Like, how about we let the Scottish have their Scottish rituals? How about we let the Jewish people have their own religion and practice their religion, and they have their own bar mitzvah and everything? That is multiculturalism. Means that Jewish people in your society get to have their bar mitzvah. That's what originally multiculturalism means. It doesn't mean, it didn't used to mean importing people with shit ideas that are dangerous to society on a mass scale to your country. That's not what it used to mean. Okay, it was a good thing, and tolerance is a good thing. Multiculturalism, in the way that classical liberal values was meant. Multiculturalism means that Germans get to have their German custom, Scottish people, Irish people. Multiculturalism means that we get to enjoy St. Patrick's Day in, like, United States. That's what it used to mean. It doesn't mean that when a man hits his wife, you say, well, that's their culture, we shouldn't be telling them not to do that. It didn't used to mean that, right? So, yeah, don't be against multiculturalism. Be against what multiculturalism ended up turning into. That's what's woke. Does that make sense? You guys agree with what I'm saying in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah, someone said right on, Armin.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see here. Yeah, thank you, Mamie.
Thank you. Amy. That's Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Because like if you said that in Farsi, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Amir the Cricket, thank you. Who says Cyrus the Greatest?
Yes. Not Cyrus the Great, Cyrus the Greatest. Like that improvement.
Yeah.
That's good. Like it.
Thank you.
Yes.
We have a super chat from Sarato, who says, my Iranian sister-in-law is saying revolt in Bandar Abbas overthrew mayor. Is this true? I haven't seen anything like that. No. We just saw explosions there that blew up some surface-to-air missiles that were probably going to be targeting the American planes. And yeah, that was it, actually.
Yeah. If this was the case, my phone would be exploding right now. And let me see, like, unless something happened in the past 10 minutes or so that we missed. Nope.
No, nothing happened.
Nope.
But
so
what
guys, the only thing that we have is finally Fox News is also confirming, citing military spokesperson, that that the stuff that we were talking about was correct. The explosions in Bandar Abbas and the speedboats being taken down, and the 4 IRGC soldiers being killed apparently, and the 3 main explosions that we heard in Bandar Abbas, and then the air defense being activated in southern Iran. All of that is being confirmed, but not that though. Yeah, but thank you for checking.
Yeah. After we go through the super chats, I want to show you something that a regime supporter is saying.
Ooh, interesting.
But yeah, thank you, Sato. The next super chat is from Remy.
Thank you, Remy.
Okay. Who says, it's a bit depressing to see Norway constantly being regarded as a monarchy. The king stepped down from all responsibility and the parties have molded it into an authoritarian dictatorship. Makes sense because the deputy foreign minister went to the Islamic Republic for no reason and shook hands with Arachi.
I mean, if you have a king that is a ceremonial, you're still a monarchy. I mean, many constitutional monarchies have a king with zero influence. I mean, some of them have kings with some influence. Some of them have kings with a lot of influence. Okay. So guys, the level of power of a king in a constitutional monarchy varies. Okay, you could go from completely purely symbolic ceremonial with zero powers all the way up to being completely in charge of many executive decisions. But Norway is still a monarchy, even if the king has no responsibility, because the king is still there. It's still a monarchy. And the parties have molded it into an authoritarian dictatorship. I mean, didn't we just have an election in Norway where the current shitty leftist parties are losing? I mean, I'm not like, didn't we just have an election? Let me see. I don't think it's a. In fact, we just had a. I thought we just had some good news from Norway. Did we just have a recent election in Norway? And did the leftists lose? Give me a short answer. I think that's what happened. That's what I heard. I don't know. Let me see. So Norway held its parliamentary election in September 2025. Then what the hell did I just hear about? Was it and the incumbent center left leader prime minister? Okay, but we had a recent update. I thought somebody gave us a super chat saying, however, it was highly polarized. Well, Prime Minister, the left collapsed. The left wing alliance lost 12 seats compared to the previous election. The socialist left. I have to look into this. I don't know. If anybody knows, let us know in the chat. And does anybody know in the chat what happened in Norway?
Man, I cannot wait to show you what these two particular regime supporters are saying after these.
Okay, let's go through that.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Let's move. Let's go through the next one.
Thank you,
for
Remy.
the super chat.
Nare, who's been a member for 9 months, thank you.
Ooh.
Says, I sent a link to your WhatsApp/Telegram for you. Wait,
Who, me?
Is it for me? Is it for me?
Was it for Ali?
Oh, it is for me. About the Naksha Rostam inscriptions.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's me. It's Telegram.
Here, I'll pull it up right now.
It's me. Oh, Naksha Rustam. Ooh, so cool. Let's read
Oh,
it.
look, it's Nare's Twitter. I mean X. You guys should follow it. Oh, wait,
Yes.
there we go. All right. And she says, this is the Persian, this is the Mede, this is the Elamite, this is the Parthian, the Aryan, Bakartian, this is the Sogdian, Chorasmian,
Ooh.
Drangianian, Arakosian, Satagidian, Gandharan, Indian, Saka, Babylonian, Assyrian, Arab, Egyptian, Armenian, Cappadocian, Sardian, Ionian, Scythian, Thracian, Libyan, Nubian, man from the Makkah, this is the Carian. At the Nowruz festival in the spring of 488 BCE, Darius, or Dariush, the great king of kings of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, presented stone relics to his guests from all regions to represent an understanding of the diversity of his empire. We were diverse and unified before, and we will be again. So this is what it looked like, guys. This was
Ooh.
thousands of years ago.
Cool.
Yeah, this is what
Now
we
to
call
make sure. Yeah. What is that?
we call this mihi in Farsi, and then in English it's called cuneiform.
Which kind of sounds bad in Persian.
Yeah,
by
it
the way.
kind of sounds pretty bad. In Farsi, it sounds bad. Yeah, thank you, Nari.
Should I tell people what it means? No.
Yeah,
right?
you should tell them.
No, I don't think.
Like if we're talking Finglish, we call so when we talk, if we mix Farsi and English, which a lot of people in the diaspora do, we call it Finglish. And if you were to apply Finglish to cuneiform, what would it mean, Armin?
It means somebody who looks it up the ass.
Yep. Anyway,
yes, Kuni means somebody who enjoys it up the ass.
Thank you, Nare.
In Persian.
We have a super chat from Shannon Moore. Thank you. Trump wants to blockade and choke them into submission, not level cities and kill civilians. Both sides need to avoid fighting, claim defense, de-escalate. Are you trying to say like that's what should happen, or that's what they're like trying to do? Because they're definitely not trying to de-escalate.
Level cities, like both sides need to avoid fighting, claim defense, de-escalate. I mean, the Iranian people want to escalate this. So the Israelis want to escalate this. Trump wants to blockade, choke them into submissions, not level cities. I mean, nobody wants to level cities. I don't think that kinetic military operation. I think there is a lot between only like, so if you have only the blockade on one side and leveling cities, I think there's a lot in between here that we could do that does not require leveling entire cities, right? I think you could do a lot of targeted strikes, the continuation of what we were already doing in Operation Epic Fury, that will weaken the regime to the point where the Iranian people could have the upper hand in their uprising. Here's the thing. I am very much in favor of the blockade, but the blockade is not enough. The blockade is not enough because, one, the Iranian people are suffering, and it will take so long for the blockade to eventually have enough effect on the regime. And even after that long, the blockade, even if it suffocates the Islamic Republic, which is a good thing that it does that, it will not make them weak enough for them to not be able to suppress the Iranian people in an event on uprising. That's why, on top of the blockade, we need kinetic military operations, weakening the regime suppressing ability further, exactly the way that we were doing it in the middle of Operation Epic Fury. And on top of that, we need to arm the Iranian people, and none of that would require flattening, leveling cities, or killing like civilians, targeting civilians, right? That's what I think.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon. And we have BT who says, Nare, I sent a heart to your WhatsApp.
Oh, Nare, remember that you're supposed to remind us of BT's birthday, because we are not good at making sure that these things. So Nare, please, it's BT's birthday is coming, and we're suck at. I mean, I don't know about you, Ali, but I personally suck at two things: keeping those dates in mind, one, and also coming up with ideas on what to do. Okay, so help us brainstorm this and figure out about something nice to do in our discussion group in our community, and also remind us way ahead of time before it happens, because again, yeah, thank you, Nara.
Yeah, I'm actually okay. As time goes on, I actually find out that me and you are more similar than we thought, because I can't remember anyone's birthday at all, ever. Like, I only know my own. I don't know
forget my own
anyone's
age.
else. Oh, yeah. Well, like, we're not the same person, but I don't remember
I'm not
anyone's
that
birthday.
retarded. I'm not that retarded.
No, but like if I've dated anyone, I don't remember their birthday. If they randomly
Right.
ask when's my birthday, I'll be like, I'm so screwed. I have to like pull out they're like, don't pull out your phone, don't look at it. I don't know. But you know what I am excited to show you?
Okay, show us.
Oh, you're gonna love this. All right. So guys, by the way, before Armin reads this, I infiltrated a pro-regime Telegram channel where people who watch like the state media talk about like the events, and I've been kind of trying to read through what they've been saying about what happened tonight. Okay, and I got a couple of juicy comments from people. So Armin, would you like to go ahead and read this?
Oh my god, what is this? مذاکره سم است به راستی باید به با رمز یا زینب شماره 17 و با شجاعت سربازان گمنام امام زمان به سوی پایگاه شیطانی این دشمن کافر حمله ور شویم. دیگر بالاتر از سیاهی رنگی نیست. Oh my god. This person is losing patience, guys. So oh my god. So these people are losing their mind. They're like, we should go back to war, right? So he's saying that the negotiations are poison. It is we truly have to start war with the key word of Ya Zainab and number 17. And why 17? Okay. And with the bravery of the hidden soldiers, the unnamed soldiers of the Mahdi, we should all charge towards the satanic bases of our infidel enemy. There is no color above black.
Negotiation is poison.
Negotiation is poison, meaning that it can't get worse than this, basically.
And then read
so
this
guy is like, you know what that means? Okay, go back.
Yeah.
Here's how I translate that in one word or two. Leroy Jenkins. This guy is basically saying, this is the Durka version. He's like, guys, fuck this shit. What is it? What are we fucking doing? What stopped the negotiations? This all just charge towards the bases. This guy is saying we should basically go out and go Leroy Jenkins against the American bases. That's exactly what he's saying right now. Like, let's fuck it. And he wants to force the hand of the regime of the Islamic Republic by just getting a few like IRGC people to just charge on the US bases and drag the rest of the Islamic Republic with them into military operations. That's exactly a Leroy Jenkins strategy that he's advocating for. Yes.
And then we had someone else who said, I'll take this one. Okay, so this guy says, "Ağa man nemidunam," which means, I don't know, man. Why are we doing this? Why don't we just we don't want to negotiate anymore? Why don't we just fight them? Why aren't the regime officials transparent with us?
Oh my god. Okay, let me read this in Persian. آقا من نمیدونم چرا اینجوری میکنن. بابا نمیخوام مذاکره. الان فقط میخوایم بزنیم. چرا شفاف نیستن این مسئولین با ما. Okay, so he's basically saying, man, I don't know anymore. So this is a pro-regime person. Man, I don't know anymore. Why are they doing this? Man, we don't want negotiation. We just want to strike. We just want to strike. Why are they not? Why is the regime not being transparent with us? These are good fights. Can you send these to me? These are
Yeah.
great. Oh my god, these are great.
I didn't
Good
check after
fights.
that, so there's probably more people who are frustrated, but yeah.
همون سینا حسین خواهیه داری بزن. Oh my god. Bring it on, guys. Yeah, exactly. These are great finds. Good job, Ali. This is really helpful to give people insight into the minds of the pro-regime people.
They think they're winning. They're like, let's go hit them. Let's go attack the United States military.
Guys, they're so depressed. The pro-regime people are like, why are we negotiating? Like, we were winning. Like, we were defeating the Americans and Israelis. What is the regime doing? They're actually depressed. Like, you have no idea. They're really depressed. They think betrayed by the regime. They feel betrayed.
And actually in Iran, a lot of the medias I've been hearing, so they're also saying that wait, is my camera like stuttering?
You're good?
Okay.
No, you're good.
They're reporting the 4 people, the IRGC guys who died in the boats that were laying mines. They're saying, yeah, they killed 4 of our fishermen. They killed
fishermen.
Our fishing boats and our fishermen. They got them. I was like,
wow.
What are your fishermen doing at midnight in the middle of the Strait of Hormuz? Wouldn't you think that the middle of the Strait of Hormuz, while a blockade and the Navy's right there, maybe it's not a good place to be fishing?
Yeah. Let's go fishing right next to American destroyers.
Yeah.
For sure. Fisherman. What are you fishing? Okay, death. We're fishing death. Oh my god. Okay, so we got a super chat. But look at the user, look at the profile page. Jeff, oh my god, that's me. Why? Oh my god, thank you for the generous super chat.
Oh yeah, you guys should temporarily change your profile pictures when you send super chats.
Oh yeah, that's good. Love that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so thanks. Trucker Jeff is saying, oh, Texas. Trucker Jeff is saying, here comes the boom, ready or not. Perfect. Love it.
Yeah, you know why? Because Israel is going to hit Hezbollah even harder. Okay, regime's not going to like that. Blockade's still bleeding them dry. They just killed 4 fishermen. Poor fishermen. And the regime is going to be like, well, after all of this, like if we have this agreement, Hezbollah is going to think we abandoned them. Our supporters are going to be mad at us because they're, the new Navy just killed 4 IRGC. They hit Bandar Abbas. They're doing all this. And we have to go talk to them and give in? Nope. We're winning. Why would we do that? Don't even talk about nuclear. Oh, it's not even on the table.
Okay, Ali, I think we should go soon.
Yeah, we should go.
We should go now. Yeah. But before we do, we should remind people that there's this thing we have here. It's our discussion group. But guys, here's a secret. We call it a discussion group because we're hiding something. Okay? It's not really a discussion group. We pretend that it's a discussion group. Okay? This is a base of operations for raising an army for liberty in Iran, in the United States, in Europe, everywhere. Okay? And you get to join before we reveal it to everybody as a base of operations for raising an army. Okay, so the link is in the chat. Oh, that's me needing to go. The link is in the chat. The link is in the description. The link is in the bio. The link is also in the QR code in the top left. Okay, so come join us there, and get in early before it turns into something bigger. Right now it's just we get around and we talk about politics, and we're basically identifying who are the key players and all the people who are contributing and everything. And it's just a fun place. I mean, you could be casual about it, you don't need to actually be serious. You could just come here and have conversations with us. It's a great place to meet people who are interested in politics, who are for liberty, pro United States, pro Israel, pro the Iranian people, anti Islamization of the West, anti communism, anti woke left, woke right. Like woke right, I mean like Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes type people. Okay, if you are with that mindset and you also enjoy talking politics, come here to our discussion group and join the rest of us there and meet other people like yourself, like that. Okay, and here it's a really good place to meet people. Okay, so yeah,
And it's
and
free.
yes, it's free. We do have, so to be completely transparent, here are the free parts. The free parts is the discussions in the main community tab. That's free. And then when you go to the calendar, so the event, the group calls that we have, which has the fire emoji, those are the open discussion groups. You can see these are the ones with my picture are the ones that I'm hosting. The ones with Ali's picture are the ones that Ali is hosting. So we do have premium group calls and VIP group calls. Those are for people like smaller group gatherings, so people could talk more because it's smaller. But those are not free. But these other ones, the ones with the fire emoji, those are free to join and participate and meet new people. And there's more people there when we, yeah. No, Samantha is saying, are commies not allowed? Samantha, you know they are. Okay, of course they are. Okay, and I don't consider you to be a real communist, anyways. But it's okay. But actual real communists are allowed. But even if you were a real one, I mean, like communists are allowed to, because we actually like to bring people that we think differently from us, for us to talk to, like Muslims, communists, anybody who disagrees with us. But yeah, for sure, there are a lot people with different opinions that are also allowed. Yes. Magbar, yeah, Magbar commies except Samantha. No, it's Samantha, not Samantha. Oh, Magbar. No, I'm just joking. By the way, YouTube, I'm joking. YouTube, that was a joke. For legal reasons and for community guidelines reasons, that's a joke. Okay, we're sorry. All right.
We ended up getting a super chat.
Oh, we got another super chat. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Bonehead, thank you for the super chat. Says, Armin, did you show to Ali the super Durka Yemen with rot teeth chanting Allah Akbar that you showed to Goldie some time ago? I have the clip.
Oh, I haven't showed him but I don't know how to find it. Like I don't know how to find it. Yes. Where do we?
Send
you
it
want
to
to?
me.
I mean,
yeah, send it to me on my Twitter.
Yes, yes, yes. Ali, follow Ali on X. Do you have your Twitter on your YouTube bio?
Oh, yeah. Guys, I'm new to Twitter. My bad.
Ali.
Let me make that. So, it's the same handle as my YouTube.
Okay, I just post Ali's Twitter in the chat. Go follow Ali. Cool. Oh, also, we should also promote Nara's Twitter.
Yes.
Nare. Where's Nare? Yeah, guys, go follow Nara as well. There's a link to Nara's X as well. Okay. All right, guys. That was us. That was it. See you either in the discussion group, in one of my 4 streams tomorrow, or in the next stream with Ali. And yeah, until then, Ali, do you have anything to add before we go?
Thank you all so much for coming. It's really fun.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Until next time, I'm Israel Chai, Slovo-Ukrainian. Long live
Long
America.
live America.
Double
Javisha.
long live America today because it's Memorial Day. So long live America twice today. Javisha
Javisha. Payandera.
Payandera. See you guys tomorrow.